everybody, welcome to Savi's Palette. My name is Savita. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you all one more of my mom Ratna's recipe. And this is a dish called Ambode. It is a deep fried fritter made out of Channa Dal. And one of my all-time favorite. It's usually made during festivals. So let's go ahead and get started. The key ingredient in this dish is what's called as Channa Dal or gram dal, and this is how it looks. You have to make sure that this dal is soaked well, and let me show you how it looks. So here is the dal, which has been soaking for the past 3 hours, and see, it's become nice and soft now. So we're going to coarsely grind this in the food processor. The other key ingredients we're going to use during grinding is some red chilies and green chilies, some curry leaves, and some fresh turmeric and salt. So let's go ahead and grind this. I'm going to grind this in batches, and the advantage with doing it in batches is you can vary the size of your mixture, and you don't want to grind them all evenly. You want the grains in your ground mixture of different sizes. So this way, when I do it in batches, I can take one out a little softer, the other one a little bit more coarser. So maybe we'll grind this in 3 batches. And I like to use a food processor because we're not going to add any water to this as we grind it. And so to this, I'm going to go ahead and add up the red chili needed, the turmeric, curry leaves, and the green chilies. All right, perfect. This is ready to go. So you can see how this has been ground. So I'm going to remove it into this container here. I'm ready for the second batch. And this batch, I'm not going to grind it so soft. I'll take it out a little bit more coarser. From this batch on, I pulse it. I don't grind it continuously. So the pulsing makes sure that it gets nice and coarse, and you don't want it ever, any part which becomes too soft. So yeah, so the second batch is pulsed up and ready. And look, this is so much more coarser than the first batch. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer this to the container. Okay, the final batch, and this is going to be even more coarser than the previous batch. To this batch, I'm also going to go and add the cilantro. You can also chop up the cilantro and mix it with the ground mixture later, or you can do what I'm doing right now, is to just add it to this. One more thing I'm going to add with this batch is some salt. So we'll add about 2 teaspoons. You have to remember that once it gets fried, the spice level and the salt level, everything goes down. So it's nice to have a little bit extra salt and extra chilies at this stage. So we're going to go ahead and grind this up. All right, this is all ready. We're going to transfer it to the container and get it ready for frying. Now mix all this together, and you can see how varying the texture will be, and that's really key to get nice and crispy ambodes. So we're going to mix this up really well. Okay, at this point we want to add a couple more things to the mixture, and we'll add about a 1/4 teaspoon of asafetida. We'll add about 1 whole cup of grated coconut, and we'll mix this mix together. And this is a good point to add other ingredients you want to add. I'm going to divide this into half, and I'm going to add chopped onions to half of this. The other ingredients you can add is you can add mint, chopped mint leaves, chopped dill, and these are some of the variations. This is also a good time, now that I've mixed it all together, to give it a quick taste, to check for salt or even chilies, spiciness. And I think this can definitely use another teaspoon of salt. Mentioned before, you want the salt to be slightly more. So I'm going to add 1 more teaspoon of salt to this and mix it up. So I moved half of it into another container, and to this I'm going to add half a cup of finely chopped onions. We'll add another quarter to a half teaspoon salt to the onion mixture, because the onions tend to add a little bit of sweetness and you want to balance that out. So now I have both my mixtures ready to be fried. While the oil is getting heated in my electric fryer, I'm going to go ahead and prepare these ambodes for frying. So for that, we make small balls like this and just flatten it, and this is ready to go into the oil. So I'm going to actually go ahead and fry these 4 to see how it comes out, make sure it holds together and the taste is good before I start making the other things. So once you taste it, and if you have less salt or green chilies, you can always chop up fine green chilies and add it to it at this point if you want more spice. And if you think it's not holding together very well and it's breaking apart, you can add a couple of teaspoons of rice flour, which helps to bring it all together. But for most part, it should work, and I don't usually ever add rice flour. This comes out fairly good every time. Let's just test these 4. Here's the oil heated up in the fryer, and I'm just going to slowly glide this into the oil. And we'll see how it fries up. Of how long do we need to fry it? One of a key hint is you want to make sure all those bubbles settle down. So you fry till the bubbles completely calm down. Okay, as you can see, the bubbles have come down considerably, and this is almost ready to go. That's how it looks. We'll leave it for another minute or so and remove them. This takes close to about 4 minutes to completely cook, and it's very important that you let this cook that long, because you want to make sure the inside of the ambode is cooked well too, and not just the outside. That's why I really like to use my electric fryer, because the temperature is maintained consistent in this, and the ambode gets cooked perfectly every time. So I'm ready to take this out, and you can see how less the bubbles have become. So I'm going to remove this onto a paper towel. As you can see, the varying texture of the ground mixture really makes for a nice exterior. Let's see how this tastes real quick before we do the rest of the batch. So here's the ambode we just fried. I'm going to break it up and see how it tastes and show you also. Just see how well the inside is cooked. Let me give it a quick taste. Perfect. The outside is super crunchy and nice. The inside is cooked really well. The flavors are good. So I'm going to go ahead and fry up the rest of the ambode and get back to you guys. I finished frying up both sides of my ambode, the one with onions and the one without onions. And here's how gorgeous it looks. Look how yummy. It's perfectly cooked. The one with the onions, you can see bits of onions there, and this is the one without the onions. And I'm going to give the one with the onions a taste, since I haven't tasted that. So I'm going to break this up. See how it breaks up. And look how well it's cooked inside. That's really important. It takes about almost 5, sometimes even longer for this to cook. It is important that it cooks that long so it gets cooked perfectly like this. And this goes great as a snack with your coffee or tea. Also, we can eat it with our lunch or dinner, with any of the rice dishes. And another cool way to eat this ambode, we call it sar ambode, where you actually soak this in the rasam or the saru, and then it soaks in all the flavors of the rasam, and it's very, very tasty. All right, I'm going to give this onion ambode a quick taste. Outside is crunchy, inside is cooked so perfectly. Hope you guys get to make this and let me know how it goes. And for 3 cups of Channa Dal, soaked Channa Dal, I got 60 to 65 ambodes of this size. Okay, so with a single cup, you'll get about 20-25 ambodes. So thank you for watching again. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hope to see you again. Bye bye.